Hey guys, it's the video nobody asked for. Just kidding. I asked for it. I sent out a message asking college students to send me pictures of their cooking, and you guys did a great job at letting me know that we are fucked. So we're not gonna make it past 2024. But hey, I have faith in us. Almost as much faith as I have in this mustache. This is not good. So yeah, after 700 plus views collectively on Instagram and Snapchat, with little help, I've resorted to Reddit, and the results are depressing. Leave a like if you enjoyed my suffering, and yeah, let's take a look at what happens when sub-adults are left to fend for themselves. Leftovers from the squid ink noodles. The chicken soaked up the ink juice. With all due respect, you better eat that. If you toss that chicken, then the quality of those leftovers drops by 90%. I can't imagine the suffering endured from having to consume squid ink twice, but why the fuck would you make a delicacy and then contemplate wasting it? Man's out here buying gourmet ingredients while the rest of us are starving over here. What on God's green earth am I looking at? Bro couldn't decide between Italian or Asian, so they just slapped some hard-boiled eggs on ramen noodle spaghetti. If Mussolini and Hirohito were around to see this, there'd be a peace treaty after they took turns beating your ass. This is just a bukkake bowl. Though I'd expect nothing less from a shitty food porn subreddit. I don't even know what it is I'm looking at, because this isn't food porn. This is the aftermath. The sad part is, there's a menu in front of him, which means he ordered this. He had options and still said, I'll have the one with cum on it. Let's be honest, the waiter probably had a hell of a good time serving that up. I call it peas and condiments. You know what I call it? Prison. What the? No. Chili dog without the dog. Honestly, the dog got off easy. I'd feel bad for it if its life was wasted being stuffed between these bargain brand toppings. Where'd you buy your ingredients from? The dollar store? Threw some blue cheese and pineapple on a frozen pizza. Congratulations, you somehow found a way to make Hawaiian style pizza worse. Rate my omelet served on a Coca-Cola promotional plate. Honestly, without the Coca-Cola plate, there'd be nothing of value. However, because of the choice in cutlery, presentation-wise, I'd give it 5 megamines. Quality of the food, however, I gotta give it half a Kardashian. Meat and peas. Now here's an example of how to fuck up a presentation. Goodness gracious. I think that's supposed to be pork, but it looks like country fried steak. What seasoning did you use for this? Atmosphere? I mean, it was already ruined the second you threw it into a bowl. But to add insult to injury, how do you mess up gravy? It goes on top of meats, not mixed with vegetables. And the biggest surprise is the fucking pork is fucking raw! This is every restaurant's first Yelp review. If you've ever seen a review image on Yelp, this is what it looks like. The grainiest quality with just enough sharpness to capture the mediocrity of the meal. But in this case, mediocrity is being too generous. This looks like somebody tried to make a Hot Pocket using leftover baby food. Cheerios on a plate. Brother, what mental institution are you living in? There's nothing wrong with eating Honey Nut Cheerios. In fact, that's probably a top 10 foods to consume while high. But if you don't want people to think you're insane, just eat it from the box. At the very least, that way they'll just assume you're drunk. Cheese sandwich. Cream cheese stuffed between 2 slices of cheese. I feel sorry for the cow that got violated to make this. Okay, this might actually be the first meal that came straight from prison. This looks worse than any school lunch after Michelle Obama started smoking crack. I mean, they've got a goddamn hockey puck as the main course. Some of you may think this is a shitty lunch, but I like it. I can promise you, sir, nobody's jealous. What kind of Russian roulette-ass meal is going on here? You're eating what's supposed to be used to catch your dinner, alongside a side of beans that are undercooked and over-marinated. On behalf of all housewives everywhere, stay out of the kitchen. Corned beef muffins. I mean, if I'm being real for a second, I'm impressed it came out looking like that. Although he only made 6. How long was this supposed to last you? 2.5 Whopper ads? Behold, the last pink sauce fan. I'm being way too generous here. 100% this was something Chef P made herself and then somebody else reposted on Reddit as a joke. Here we got a nice cooking video of how to make an apple pie. Found the original video on YouTube, so I guess they get some throwback points. Here we got an ad that was uploaded to the subreddit. National Cheeseburger Day. Didn't know that was a thing, but I gotta say, you've put shame on it serving up that burger. $12 for a burger that got run over by a steamroller? You've got some gall. Like, the hair on that sack must be immaculate. For real though, this is not a trash meal. It's just a shame there's nobody else he can enjoy it with. Man's out here on a date with his laptop, probably appreciating the art of erotic performances from an indie studio. Just a plain bowl of lettuce. This is exactly what meat lovers picture when somebody brings up veganism. If your life is anything like this picture, it's gotta be boring as hell. No ranch, no croutons, no excitement. This doesn't look half bad. I just wish I knew what the f I'm looking at. Good God! I hope they planned on sharing. If they didn't bring this in for the whole office, no insult I conjure up can compare to the aftermath they'll endure after eating that. They're going out like Elvis, but in a much bigger blaze of glory, I imagined. If they butt chuck that entire bucket of chili, it'll just send them straight to Valhalla. A single nacho. Bro, I can't even eat. That's just dried up charcuterie board right there. Well, I don't think you're gonna make it. This is the food equivalent of hydrating by drinking salt water. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's the truth. Oreo flavored Coke. As a Coca-Cola connoisseur, this is every fat guy's dream. Too bad it'll turn into a nightmare after they discover they got diabetes from drinking it. Smucker's marshmallow toppings and some pretzels. This is single-handedly the whitest thing I've ever seen. And I have a mirror. This is just a standard pasta dish. Though I will say, adding the Parmesan flakes does enhance the quality. You could put Parmesan in anything and it'll instantly make it fancy. You could add a little Parmesan to you and the missus' nighttime bedroom festivities. And you know what that's called? Depressing. Don't do that. Champagne flavored Lay's chips. Once again, no insult I make can compare to the pain you've already indulged after buying this. Imagine paying $50 for a bag of air that tastes like shit. Honestly, you probably need the Parmesan flakes from the previous joke if you want any chance at improving the quality of this meal. Bottle of hot sauce and an unbaked potato. Still better than my freshman year of college. Cigarettes and a sandwich. I hope we never meet. My first question is, what part of Arkansas are you from? And secondly, what the hell are you doing living in Arkansas? I mean, for real, I don't know what y'all got there that's exciting other than queso. Like, I know most of these are jokes, especially this one. I mean, dude standing in the commode for Pete's sake. Seriously though, seek help. My husband won't eat this, his loss. Another comedian trying to start a war between Japan and Italy. You got beef ramen with Kraft singles and rotisserie chicken. Bold of you to mix meats, but trust me doll, he's not missing anything. This is whitewashing if I've ever seen it. And to close out this video, we've got bean burrito, and the image serves as a perfect representation of what will happen 15 minutes after eating this. Well, that was stressful, to say the least. I thought I'd be hungry after making this, but now I'm contemplating partaking in Ramadan. Let me know if you want more content like this, and maybe next time I can actually take a look at y'all's cooking for a change. Like and subscribe for more dumb crap, and with that, I'ma head out.